I don't have is time.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Sorry for that, but I mean, I can't help it. Well, you guys might think that it is acting so pricey and all that.
No,
No,
I
that's
understand.
not- just that. And Rahul is drop, right? ठीक है, ये P वाला पूरा. So P वाला सारा जो खेल बुक में है, it's clear. Right? हाँ, वो इतना ही. These kind of distributions are called binomial distributions. So like a normal distribution is characterized by mu and sigma, a binomial distribution is characterized by P and P into 1 minus P. Not P into 1 minus, no, P into 1 minus. That's the variance. Okay, so I think hypothesis test में मतलब again let's say if I take an example, so my population mean is suppose 9, ठीक है, and I know the standard deviation as well. So this is the mean and this is the standard deviation which is 3, ठीक है. So I pick one sample and I see the sample ka mean is 7. Should I reject the sample or should I use the sample? Let's say a simple problem like this. So you have to form a hypothesis first. Correct. So what would be the hypothesis in this case?
What is the question?
Question is I have a process. जिसका mean is 9 and the standard deviation is 3 and I pick a sample randomly जिसका mean is 7. What do I do with the sample? Do I accept the sample or do I reject the sample?
But this means one will have a condition when to accept and when to reject.
So let's say the condition is anything below 9 I keep it. I do not change anything. I do not take any action.
Accept would be
You will accept it. You cannot tell that with certainty. You will make an assumption and then do the test.
It depends on the alpha value. If alpha value is 5%,
Yeah,
then
so-
it needs to be that much.
So you will make certain assumptions, right? You will form a hypothesis कि 9 से नीचे होगा तो I will not touch.
The reason why 7 you might not reject in practical terms is it could be a one-off case.
Yeah.
That's the.
Or it may not be.
okay.
Or it may
So
not
that's
be.
why you need to be
You
very sure.
You become
कि-
very strict. You will reject this. But you are okay. You will not reject this. So you form a hypothesis first. कि ठीक है भाई, मेरा my sample is, if it is less than 9, less than or equal to 9, I will not do anything. So that becomes your null hypothesis. ठीक है ना? And then you will check this value. So how will you check this value? Again from your past knowledge and experience. You will compare this mean. So you will have to compare this mean, and you'll have to just tell that how much this value is from your process mean. How many times standard error is this?
How far is it?
How far? The distance between these two is how far? Very far or very less far? If it is very less, I will say चल ठीक है, this sample is okay. If it is not, I will say नहीं, this sample is
In
not.
this case, even
So-
less than 1 SD, no?
Depends.
No, in this one.
This one SD is 3.
Yeah.
So if I tell you that my alpha level is 1%, alpha level is again nothing but ulta of that margin of error. Ulta क्या margin of error ही बोल लो. उसको एक special term alpha देके you have a new chapter.
99% of the time,
Hypothesis
7 will be
test.
within my hypothesis,
Yes,
and 1% chance that it is away from.
it is a
Alpha
When I
basically
have to
denotes
make
chances of making type 1 error, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you please explain this with the help of graph also? The graph.
हाँ, I will just calculate these values and draw the graph. ठीक है. So अभी I'll have to check कि हाँ मेरा एक unknown thing है x जो कि मेरा mean से कितना दूर है. So this will tell me that, and how many times the standard error दूर, that नीचे I will put the standard error. तो कितना दूर है x minus mu and how many times is the denominator?
Minus 0.67.
So this is nothing but the test statistic. Now when you are testing proportions, you use z-test, and when you are testing means, you use t-test. Actually, this is also a form of z-test only. You can call it z-test only, but we're just using a fancy term, t-test.
Z-test is when it's a proportion.
Both the cases z only. You know why it is called t?
Right?
Because in this case, I have the value of the samples and I do not know anything about the population.
Right.
So I am estimating everything basis my sample. That's why I'm not calling it Z, I'm calling it T.
Basically, the difference between a population and sample.
Okay, cool.
As simple as that.
Even if you don't think about this Z and T and
So
all,
every situation you can think of, na, just keep this basic thing in mind. I have an unknown. That unknown can be in any form. That unknown can be the difference between two samples.
Yeah.
That unknown can be two different sample ka means. That unknown can be ek sample ka mean. So that unknown x can be anything. How far is that unknown from my central value or from my hypothesized value? So my central value in this case is a mean, so I am telling this as mu naught, which is equal to my hypothesized value. And how far is it from the standard error?
standard error. See that?
This is the basic framework. If you keep this in mind, any kind of hypothesis testing you can do, any situation. Let's say, let me take another example. I say that this was an example where I am comparing the two different means. So this becomes test of means. Let's say I am comparing two populations जहाँ पे I know कि the populations are exactly similar. Not population, the samples are exactly similar. And I know कि इस sample में 5 लोग बोलेंगे कि BJP, and इस sample में 6 लोग बोलेंगे कि BJP. Now if I ask you कि ठीक है, how different are these two samples? Then I do a proportion test. So proportion test में मेरा ये x क्या हो जाता? When if you use this framework, then this x becomes your वो जो difference between two samples वो, और your null hypothesis क्या होता? Null hypothesis होता कि नहीं, कोई difference नहीं है इन दोनों sample में, मतलब दोनों के बीच the difference is 0. So ये वाला चीज यहाँ पे x minus that hypothesized जो value था, that will become 0, and divided by how many times standard error? How many times standard error? You will get it from that expression p into 1 minus p by
Just
n.
please explain. एक बार repeat करो please.
कौन सा वाला?
This
Just
whole
write
thing.
down the value. Just use the example when it is.
Okay. Should I rub this part?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
This is a little jump from जो simple example था उससे, ठीक है? I have sample 1. This is now about to end. This pen.
I thought the session. Great body.
So this is what sample. Sample 1 में मेरे को से 50% लोगों ने पॉजिटिव रिस्पॉन्स दिया था. सैंपल 2 में मेरे को 44% लोगों ने पॉजिटिव रिस्पॉन्स दिया था. ठीक है. Now I am trying to understand that whether the samples are uniform or whether there is any difference between these two samples. ठीक है. So I am talking about कि what is the difference between the samples.
This is the comparison part, no?
This is the comparison part, yes. This is the comparison part.
एक बार continue with this, but just touch upon the type 2 in a hypothesis as well.
Okay. ठीक है. नहीं, actually I was going a little unstructured, but ठीक है.
No,
I'll-
go with the flow. If you'll answer it ultimately.
I'll take that up. ठीक है. So नहीं, the basic framework is this. Everything I have to. This is like null hypothesis divided by how many times the standard error. This is the basic framework. If you keep this in mind, na, any problem you can solve. So let me fit this problem in that scenario. So I'm trying to say that these two samples are actually identical. So I'll form a null hypothesis first. So null hypothesis would be, let's say I'm calling this as difference D. So D is actually less than equal to 0. This is what I'm saying.
Less than.
Less than or the equal.
Equal to 0 सिर्फ नहीं बोल सकता, क्योंकि फिर क्या होगा ना, then it may become positive or it may become negative. Since यहाँ पे we are doing only one-sided test, so we will just
we did a two-sided test, right?
नहीं, so we do not do a two-sided test per se. Then in that case, so we are using the confidence interval. We are not doing the test anymore. We are doing applying the limits and telling कि हाँ भाई this is within the limits. उसके लिए टेस्ट की जरूरत नहीं है. That's why यहाँ पे less than लिखने का एक और वो है कि मतलब you could have written greater than also for that matter, but मतलब assuming that S1 और S2 का difference will be 0 or कम.
ठीक है.
Point is that मतलब if it is मतलब it is needless to say if S1 is greater than S2, then you will have a positive difference. If not, you will have a negative difference, but still they are different.
But vice versa also they become different. If it is
But
a-
still they are different. And since I have a normal since I have a normal distribution, so that test statistic in that case will be on the left side. जब negative होगा difference, और जब positive होगा इस side. उसके basis पे I will draw some conclusion.